We're eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. There is nothing that is off limits. There is nothing that is inappropriate. Everything will be offered by you at the perfect unfolding in this co-creating at its best. We know that through all you've been living, you've been asking and asking and asking and asking. And we want you to know that everything that you want is already vibrationally queued up for you. Now, many of you, and this is your problem, really it is, aren't that happy about the vibrational queuing up. Just deliver the goods. I appreciate how much money is queued up, but until I can spend it, I'm not really that excited about it. I appreciate that there is a lover waiting for me, but until I can see this person, I'm not really that excited about the vibrational essence of this person. We know what you mean, but we want you to understand, if you can accept the vibrational cueing, if you can accept that vibrationally speaking, that the larger part of you has already become and is already experiencing these things that you desire, and you will get yourself more often into a mode of appreciation, what you will begin to discover is you will have more and more rendezvous with more and more physical things that will give you the evidence of that which you are reaching for. It's so nice when you start recognizing consciously the vibrational formation even before it is a manifestation. So now we want to talk about what is a manifestation. Is a manifestation a materialization? In other words, does the money have to show up? Does the person have to show up? Does the condition have to change? Does the work have to show up? What is the manifestation? And we want to get you to stretch just a little bit with us into the vibrational understanding, because everything that you want, no matter what it is, whether it's a material object or a relationship or a bodily condition, a circumstance, an event, everything that you want without exception is because you want the feeling that you believe you will have, the good feeling that you believe that you will have in the having of that materialization. And we are not for a moment trying to talk you out of or guide you around or slow you down from your manifestations. This is a physical world you've come forth to manifest. This leading edge time-space reality where all of us are focused right here out on the leading edge with you is for manifestation. And we want you to know that because we can see the materialization of that which you are reaching for, when you tune to that which is us, you will be able to see it too. It's a fine line for so many of you because you say, I don't just want the essence of it. I want it. I just don't want the feeling of it. I want to have it so that I can have a feeling response to it. And we say, there's the rub for you right there. You want the manifestation or the materialization so that you can have a response to it. And we want you to figure out how to have the response to what we are already knowing, a response to what we are already seeing, a response to the reality that you've already created. And once you are having the feeling response to the vibrational version of it, the manifested, actualized version of it must appear to you. Because in this leading edge environment, that's the only difference, friends, between the leading edge and the not the leading edge. The leading edge is where stuff manifests. Do you get it? The leading edge is where stuff manifests. But you want the good stuff to manifest, which means you got to focus on the good stuff. And we want you to understand that the source within you and all who love you, and there are more than you can count and more than we can name, are focused with you out here in this leading edge moment, rooting for your modification of your vibration just enough that you will begin to feel. You will begin to feel. You will begin to feel the manifestation forming, and you will take satisfaction from it even before you're able to see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it. That's really the key. Your emotions are all about feeling, aren't they? When you talk about emotions, aren't you talking about feelings? We are. When we talk about your emotions, we're talking about your feelings, you see. So, we're eager to talk to you. What do you want to talk about? We're going to have some fun today. Begin right here. What are the things you like to do? Do you like to go to concerts where music moves you? Do you like to put your headphones on and just walk and listen? Do you like to go to comedy clubs, or do you like to walk through gardens? Do you like to be with children? What are the things that ring your bells the most? Because when you think of the things, those instances in life, those high points, you were standing at the top of a mountain, maybe you climbed up it for a little while, maybe it took you an hour, maybe it took you 2 hours, maybe it took you a few days, but when you climbed up there and looked over that edge and saw what you saw and felt that exhilaration, have you ever done that, or have you just seen the movie? Well, in either case, when you feel that exhilaration, when you feel those high peak moments, we want you to understand that that is the way you intended to live, moment by moment, hour by hour, day by day, in this physical life experience. You didn't plan on coming and just sort of grinding it out and occasionally carving out a day off where you could go do something fun. That was not your plan. It was your plan to be so presently focused in the variety that surrounds you, that the variety would inspire you to clarity of desire. And it was your intention to guide your attention appreciatively upon the new ideas that were born within you continually, in order to allow the full point of view from the full source within you to be present in your moment with you. Not just an occasional peak moment, but a constant peak moment of blending and alignment. You use words like clarity. Do you know what clarity is? Clarity is source thinking with you and you knowing the thought of source. That's clarity. Do you know what humor is? It's you enjoying the spontaneousness of the moment and source enjoying it with you, and you being so on the wavelength of it that the depth and breadth of this insight is so significant that the wholeness of who you are is having the moment in time. You know how when you feel rhythm to music, it's not just you in your rhythmic dance, it's you allowing that broader perspective to dance and revel in the deliciousness of this moment in time. You are source energy in physical bodies. And it was your intention when you came forth to allow a fullness of that source energy to be peaked and focused in most of your moments, not just occasionally when you were so tired that you had to sleep, or when you had managed to accomplish something that made you finally focus with some sort of appreciation upon yourself. Life is supposed to be really fun for you. Fun and clear and expansive and exciting and interesting. That's what your plan was when you came. And that's what many of you are discovering as you are moving through your day-to-day experiences. You've been hearing us talking about law of attraction, and we want to say to you that law of attraction is the most powerful law in the universe. It's the law that understands vibrational frequencies and brings frequencies that are the same together. So what you're thinking is causing you to offer a vibration, and that vibration is an emanation of vibration, and law of attraction is finding things that match it and showing them to you. And at first, they're small. The longer you think about them, the bigger they get. But the more you give your attention to anything, the stronger your point of attraction becomes about it. So if there are things or people or experiences that you would really like to experience, think about them more. And often you say, well, I don't know how I could think more about this obsession I have. I just don't know how I could think any more about it. And we say, but we want you, and by the end of this day, we want you to really feel it clearly. We want you to be able to differentiate between whether you are obsessed with what you want or whether you are obsessed with the absence of it. Because it's a rather fine line. You think you're thinking about what you want because you're thinking about what you want and you're using the word about what you want. Lover, money, lover, money, lover, money, lover, money. Is all we're getting from this crowd. But often what's going on is, rather than thinking about the experience that you really want. You are aware of where you stand in relationship to it. So the absence of it is what is dominant in your experience. And because it's been dominant for a while, and you've been observing the absence of what you want for a while, now you have a belief about the absence that is stronger than your desire about the presence. And when your desire is what it is, but your belief is stronger, your desire doesn't move toward you, or you don't move toward it, or better said, you don't rendezvous with your desire. You have to be at least not offering the contradictory vibration. Now, did you hear those clarifying words? You have to at least not be offering. Of course, it would be far better if you're thinking about what you want. Purely what you want. But if you can't think purely about what you want, then don't think about it at all. That's at least not doing something that contradicts it. You see what we're getting at? Lobotomy would help. It would. But so much goes with that. Meditation helps, because when you quiet your mind, you stop thought, and when you stop thought, you stop resistance. But you can't meditate all day. Your employer wants some of your attention. When you're driving, don't meditate. So, focus is the only answer. You have to figure out how to focus yourself into alignment with your desires. And we think that sometimes you think that there's really no point in focusing on your desire because you don't believe it's going to happen anyway. And we say that's sort of where we started, isn't it? We want to say to you that everything that you want, no matter what it is possible for you to achieve. There are no exceptions to that. But you cannot focus upon something that's missing and experience what you want. You have to focus upon what you want. When you talk about what you want and why you want it, you often get into that more general place that allows you to focus purely with no resistance. But when you get more specific, like, well, how will it come? Or when will it come? Or where will it come from? Or who will bring it? Or who will it be? When you ask those more specific questions to which you don't have answers, then you introduce, through the specifics, contradiction to your vibration, and it slows everything down. When you talk about what you want and why you want it, you often can stay in a more general place. And so that's really the key to getting more of what you want. We know that you come because you are wanting to be part of this leading edge discussion. We know that you come because you are looking for clarification on some specific things. We know that you come because you're wanting to contribute with your knowledge and your beingness to the whole of this forum. We know that you come for the vibrational vitality that often comes by focusing from the core of that which you are. You just can't focus here very long without coming into vibrational alignment with who you really are. And so your feelings of well-being and your feelings of worthiness and your feelings of elation and passion begin to return to you as you focus here with us just for a little while on the well-being of your life experience. But we want to show you how you can focus in your life experience in specifics and still be in alignment. And that is the thing that is most difficult for most of our human friends, because we love you very much. You always know something's coming right after that. We love you very much, but for the most part, the more specific you get, the more resistance you introduce into the equation. And that just trips you up and freaks you out because you want to be specific. You do. You are genius creators. You are elaborate creators. You are leading edge creators. You did not come forth into this time-space reality to hide your head in the sand or to meditate all day in order to stop resistance. You came figuring that you could manage your focus enough that you could deliberately create, and specifically deliberately create, because it's not fun to be less specific when you are a leading edge creator like you are. In other words, when we say to you, if you'll get real general, you'll feel a lot better, and you practice it and you feel better, you say, yeah, I feel better, but I'm really bored. And we say, we know you are. You gotta be bored when you have as much data surrounding you as you do. You want to be specifically focused. In fact, you want so much to be specifically focused that you'll choose negative over positive because you want to be specifically focused. We're just here to remind you.